w- when when Eric Voigelen decided to discontinue his work on the history of political thought and shift instead to the history of experience and its symbolizations in his magisterial order and history. He was well aware of the implications of the shift. What it meant was a shift in the paradigm of thinking. The abandoned work belonged to a way of thinking that conceived of history as driven by a dialectic between a fairly limited conception of experience and the unfolding logic of ideas. The experience that the old paradigm considered was largely confined to the horizon of self-interest as conceived by the heritage of Enlightenment philosophy. The ideas and thinkers were assumed to use in pursuit of their interests. The ideas thinkers were assumed to use in pursuit of their interests were thought of as having a rather mechanical logic of their own, to which they were subject and which they expressed. Voigelen did not invent the old paradigm, of course. It was what one tended to take for granted in a world in which he grew up and received his education. Even the abandoned manuscripts, however, it was evident that he was already stretching the framework of the old paradigm by trying to encompass within it a broader than usual conception of human experience, one that included what he called experiences of transcendence. This is, not on the screen. Son of a... There it is, and then click it. Nope. There you go. Differentiations of Consciousness by Eugene Webb, University of Washington. Published in Italian as Le Differenziazione. Those words.
Or because all of the nuances of the interrelationships.
Oh, all of them. Come on, show us.
Or because all of the nuances of the interrelationships.
No. Oh. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. You know what you need at a time like this? Savings throws versus mind control. So, the way we do that around here is you pick a die. I roll 4. You get to pick 1. That's yours. That's your number. If it's over 10, you get half damage from the mind control. You get to pick survival, social, wisdom, or heart. You got that? Survival, social, wisdom, or heart. Ready, set, choose! Survivalists. Nat 20. Good choice. Socialists. A 9. You could have earned a bonus to that savings throw by participating in the Discord. Sophists, lovers of wisdom. 10. You made it. Heart folks. 15. That, I don't know. I like that number.
When I'm listening to you, it affords a part of me that is connected to you that I can't access in any other way. Now, again, in our limited time frames, we just begin to taste this, but I believe. This is why I'm a Christian. This is part of it, but this is why the beauty of life together into the future, beyond death, fellowship that is not interrupted by the grave. That is so powerful, and part of the reason why I will not give up my faith is everything else looks less than that. And you might say, well, will Vervaeke be in the new heavens and new earth? I hope so. Because that'd be fun. Or because all of the nuances of the hierarchy, there's individuals, and some of the first people I got to know, Luke and Sam and Job and Cassidy and Sevilla, and they see the problem was you start naming names. Is it going to name my name? And that'd be fun. And yeah, there's a hierarchy. There's individuals, and it's often some of the first people I got to know. Luke and Sam and Job and Cassidy and Sevilla, and they see the problem was you start naming names. Is it going to name my name? And I'm sorry if I haven't named your name and you wish I would, but just slide it in here right now. I'll give you a little space, a little empty space. There.
General Griswold Gaius Grimm of the First Larvan Gresham Protocol at your service. Remember, Embody, there is no agency. We want what's best for you. Welcome to the Thinky, Talky, Just Us League live stream, which is mainly turning out to be me going over Paul's from today. But you gotta catch this hot drop from Chris Petkow, or at least this controversial part of it.
All right. So me and Yvonne were talking about this clip of Sam Harris. It's kind of going viral right now. We'll just play it and then we'll talk about it.
Toots! Toots, I see you said a thing. Look, right here. No, I didn't set it up yet. Son of a... Look, you said a thing and I saw it. Good morning. Is this... Do you properly receive streams in the new abode?
I mean, Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared, right? It's like, there's nothing. First of all, it's Hunter Biden, right? It's not Joe Biden.
And really, that's all you need to know about that, is that he went on record saying that he's now Sam Kids in the Basement Harris. Way to go. Good one, Sam. Good one. That being said, let's see if we can find the Justice League part of this clip.
Individuals, and it's often some of the first people I got to know.
Faster, Paul.
Luke and Sam. And what responsibility do you have? Yada yada yada. I don't know. Think about those ideas. Symbolic World just had a piece written on Augustine and City of God.
Hi. Do you know anybody who writes for the Symbolic World? Because apparently, rather than making YouTube videos, Pajot's Corner writes essays on the website. But we need one of their representatives to come over and tell us stories about what's going on there around the campfire. So if you know the type, send them this clip.
God, was very politically motivated when you wrote it. And of course, there you very much had, those pre-secularization. So it was all much more together. And he's doing that. And again, in a democracy, you get to play the game. But
okay, at this point in his show, he's painting JBP as the superhero. And his mission is rescuing individuals from nihilism. And he's got a side. This was fascinating because, like, in the Pajot Vanderklay that just dropped recently, 2 days ago, Pajot pretty much admits he's comfortable being the sidekick.
But he gets to have the center of your mission. I always got an interesting friend, this icon carver. I didn't even know that was a job. I do now. He's got his own story. What happened in Quebec with the fall of the Roman Catholic Church, and his parents become evangelicals,
and he's making a comic book called God's Dog. God's Dog comic book. Wait, and then there's
this little club at University of Toronto before either of... I have a hard time getting Reggie and Forrest. And John Van Donk comes on. the glory of each other. Oh, and then there's another guy. And you do a little, it's another popular professor. Well, look, this little club at University of Toronto, before either of them got famous, there they are having this conversation. And there's another conversation debate type thing that they had that wasn't recorded. Ah, shucks for that. But
now, with regard to Toronto, it's important that one understands that there's an agreement between the intelligence agencies of not. Remember, Embody, there is no agency. So what happened was, each of these intelligence agencies were like their own little eye stalk. And they were like, hey, eye over there, hey, eye over there, let's all form a beholder together and share information. And it could be that the Canadian eye stalk is based in Toronto. It could be. But remember, Embody, there is no agency. So he goes through the Justice League of Peterson and friends and counts. He doesn't count himself, which is really, pastoral.
is it that we're trying to do? Well, how did it all begin?
Pastoral. But he does the back. No, come on.
Is it that we're trying to do? Well, how did it all begin?
Hold on. You can ask that question over here. Really? Over here.
Is it that we're trying to do? Well, how did it all begin? Well, this, Poe the person said it very well to me. Came for the culture war, stayed for the religion. There's a lot of people in that group. Yeah, the culture war gets our attention. We have all these ideas, all these emotions, all these things. And here's Jordan on the university campus. And, here he is listening to his critics, listening carefully. He's going to have strong words back. He plays the game well, played the game very well. The man and the moment meet for this popular University of Toronto psychology prof and clinical psychologist, two professions that have been taken from him. And is it that we're trying to do? Well, how did it all begin? Well, this.
So the thing I wanted to bring up here is that he cited again the suspender video, and I argue still that as there's comic stuff going on around, we need a one-page comic panel of key Peterson moments, and this should be one, and the suspender one should be one, and the ayahuasca letter should be one, but I'm not a drawer person, so I don't know how to make comic book panels. Remember, Embody, it's just us. There's a league now. There's a league now. But so Paul went into the corner and he did it like these three guys. He even called it like the nexus of those three in a tweet today. And that's not the corner. That's like I don't know, the direction the corners, like the edges, or it's not the nodes. The nodes are people like the Bridges of Meaning Hub, whose most recent update is a long Talky video.
I don't know what his motivations for that were. And the beatings that my mom would endure.
Holy smoke! What the hell, dude? Apparently, it's a very personal and intimate encounter. Where, however, over on Randos United, you can see, us in our 5 elephant game.
There wasn't a lot of thought put into their initial actions. It was impulsive, but probably And maybe that's the divine masculine spirit. There is an impulsive nature to you know. But yeah, so like, yeah, I don't know. The ultimate masculine.
This is good. But what is best in life? The open steppe, free thoughts, falcons at your wrist, and the wind in your hair. Wrong! Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women. That is good. That is good.
But like, to me, the corner is also
Hi there.
If our perceptions, if our capacity to perceive doesn't give us access to reality per se, or objective reality, fundamental reality per se, and that in order to fix that, or in order to find a solution to that problem, you're looking at consciousness as the originator of phenomena, as the basis of phenomena. Why do you continue to posit this reality? Why do you continue to say it doesn't give us access to reality? I don't know if you understand it. I find that it creates in me, at least, a lot of confusion, which is that other people that I'm interested in very much, who seem to see the fundamental consciousness as the fundamental, let's say, axiom, will take on something like a modified phenomenological approach, which is that they will take phenomenology as a basic framework, which is that.
Peterson says when the child has the falling off place, it's not a cliff, it's just this quality that's given. It's low quality, the falling off. So it generates in our perception spontaneously. Now, if it generates in our perception
buy more than one ticket at a time online, you know, this just crazy
field to move towards a story, because you've got writing, you've got music.
And it's these people, too. Oh, by the way, hello to Freedom's Lunch in the Perennial Force. Good to see you. Or the Hoffman video, I guess, the phenomenology of consciousness. But I'll try to add the links in this one. I'm just filling out. The corner isn't just those three guys at the top. It's the whole thought bubble ecosystem. Because together, we're virtually not alone. Remember, Embody, I have a catchphrase. And the patron. Special thanks to the Shadow Cabal of production executives. And I didn't change the slogan. Change the slogan. Okay. Change the slogan. Thanks again to those that make all of this possible. The circle extends to the anadromist.
You've got images, and sometimes you have animation. Like, there's all of these things, and
she's got her own show. I'm not gonna go hunt it down. But here's one of his hot takes: a 5.5-hour piece.
If you think about it long enough, time isn't exactly linear.
had something out for either black folks or George Floyd in particular. And maybe you disagree, fine. But you have to understand, you need to look through all of the evidence and come up with your opinion. And don't do it through the mainstream media.
I do it by my intuition, Bern, and my intuition. But also the corner is. Well, I already ran some Chris Petkow. Son of this guy got a whole bunch of shouting out in the stream without this.
were the amounts and distributions of like hermaphrodite art, right, in the early Roman Empire. But the other thing is that this is clearly an argument, right, that's being used to bolster a prejudice against trans people, and to deny that, I think, is just to just retreat. No, I'm just making the simple fact that trans people are a sign of the end of things or something is just using these.
That's that Nate guy he was talking about the whole show. Amen. Yeah, that Burns a very old school opinionated fella. There is no agency though. That's the important thing to remember about the Black Sea Operative. The Thinky Talky Justice League, as covered, includes in my mind none other than this guy right here. This guy right here. Oh, come on, Jacob. Come on. I don't know why you're so bad at this.
No, I was supposed to have
I can't. But tonight you should be able to, as he destroys me with facts and logic in 2 mere hours. Stop by. Come see Federecci. And I don't know. I was thinking, maybe if I did a short stream every day, it would instantiate for you the placiness of this little. We all. It's like, okay. Imagine. All right. We'll do it like this. Imagine, if you will, there were no cell phones, and instead of cell phones, people just went and sat in their chair and went like this. Okay, it's like that. We're all going into the astral plane together, and I'm here trying to help us learn that there are games that we can play together. Welcome. What? Yeah.